My name is Jen O'Brien, and I am a professional skateboarder. When I started skating and I first came out to California, there weren't really any girls skateboarding that I knew of, and the ones that I did, the ones that there were, I knew them. And, Cara Beth Burnside was, one of the only girls that I knew that skated, so we skated a lot together, and there weren't really any contests for us. If we wanted to skate, we skated against the guys. I'm really excited for the future of girls skateboarding. I think what's going on now is more of a movement. Just from this little bit of support that's been going on, the girls that are starting to skate now, and the support with skateboarding in general, especially in California with the parks being built and stuff, it's unbelievable how many people are skating, but the amount of girls that are skating. I go to a park now and there's at least like 3 girls skating, and there are some girls that are really stepping it up, like Vanessa and Amy, and then there's a few of the girls like Mimi and little Lindsay that are just, totally just getting it going and just ripping and learning so fast. It's all good and it's cool. It's really come along, and I just see it getting bigger and better because the talent's there, and the support is coming around. We're in the middle of my garden at my house. It's a beautiful day, and we're enjoying it. When Bob and I first started dating, he was in Florida, and I'm from Florida, and so he came up to my mom's house for dinner. And my mom had made steak on the barbecue, and he didn't eat meat. And I was like, that's it, I'm done, I'm not eating meat anymore. The pollution that comes off of those factory farms is just really devastating to our water supply. And the runoff and stuff, it's just really, it's not a good thing. And then on top of it, I mean, the animals they're such beautiful, sweet creatures. I really, truly try to put myself in that animal's position, because I remember I sliced my finger one time really good cutting bread or something, and it hurt so bad, and I was just thinking, gosh, imagine what those cows and stuff feel like when they're getting their legs and arms and stuff sawed off, and skinned. Alive. These animals are treated really inhumanely, and they're taken away from their young, and their young are taken from them, and there's all this sadness involved. But the cool thing is that there's so many alternatives to meat these days. Like we know better than we know that we can survive without eating meat, and that's a fact. So what it boils down to, it's just a luxury. We're just doing it because we like it and we like the way it tastes, not because we necessarily have to survive. And there's so many alternatives now to eating meat. That you've got all these soy products that honestly taste so much like meat. I mean, I love good food. I love tasty food. I love good food. It's like one of my favorite things. And I'll just make, I'll make my hard tacos like my mom would make me when I was a kid, the taco shells. But I'll just make it like the ground beef, and, I'll just use the alternative beef, and I'll just spice it up with some garlic and some spices and stuff. And I've honestly, fed it to a lot of people. I go to Florida all the time. I go home, and, my family, they're funny because they totally are into it, but, they're like, but I always surprise them, and I always want to bust out super hard so that they really, that they really enjoy what they're eating, and most of the time, they can't even tell the difference, and they're stoked. And, I've had people say, well, I'm just one person, I can't really make a difference. And you're like, you know what? You're one person, but it takes a lot of one people to make a difference, and you can make a difference.